Hey guys, welcome back to the second video on making a Fnaf fan game. So, I just wanted to address one issue. When coming back in after closing the game, you might get an error in one of the scripts if you're making it in a version big older than no if you're using for your project a version higher than 2018, then you would have gotten an error when coming back from one of the scripts of the sample scenes. All you have to do is on the top, I'll show you in the script we'll be making today, adding using Unity engine.ui. Then where there's a squiggly line in one of them, there's GUI text. Remove the GUI and leave it as text and the error will be gone. So in today's video we are going to be adding the cameras for the areas where you'll be able to stay switching from place to place. So the first thing we're going to be doing is planning out where we're going to be placing the cameras. I suggest in making like a map or like a system for your camera. Like I made one and I made one and I'm going to be using that one, and I suggest even you make one. So to make for the camera system, all we're going to be adding is right click camera and rename it anything. I'm going to name it left wing underscore corner, because it's going to be in the left wing. Wait, this is the right wing. It will be the left wing but in the corner. So grab it and focus on it using F and find put it where you want. I'm going to put it up here in this corner. You can even use the V tactic that I had shown you last video. Turn it around facing the corner you want it, and also make sure it's not exactly on the it's not exactly in the wall, as we'll be adding also in this video an animation for it to stay spinning around. Yeah, like that. So put it like this, and I also am going to be lowering it a bit and putting it over here. Later on in the course we will be adding a game object, and we'll be adding it in the snout thing, kind of, and you'll be able to see it moving around and facing where it's moving. Right now I'm just going to be working with this one, but then I will be showing you how to duplicate it and still make it work. Okay, so make sure to stay saving. Let's create a new folder in the assets folder. Right click folder and name it scripts. Double click it, right click, create C# script. Now be careful what you name it, because if you name it something but then you're going to change it. You have to change it from Unity and inside the script, and you can't have spaces because in the code it will remove all your spaces, so then it will tell you the same thing that you can't have different systems. So we're going to name it camera system. So we're now in the scripting view. When you make a new script, you'll automatically get the start void, which happens once when the game starts, and update, as it says, once per frame. We're going to, from the beginning, be doing serialize field, which means you can see it in the inspector. Private game object current camera, and like this, let's say current camera dot set active true. But then, like this, it's not going to make a difference as we'll have the office camera. So we're going to be making another camera, serialize field, private game object office camera. So we'll be setting this to true and the office camera false. So we won't be seeing the office camera. So false. Okay, let's enter the game. Find the camera and put it somewhere safe in here. Like this. And now we're going to be making a new empty game object, and we're going to call it game manager, because he'll be having all the systems that are going to be handling the game, like the camera system. So let's add the office camera. I suggest you change it to be called office camera, so you won't get confused that much. And left wing corner camera. Like this. And now when we hit start, we're going to see that we are seeing the left wing corner camera instead of the office camera, which is the default camera. But we don't want to be playing the game from this angle. We want to play it from this angle, but then go to this angle. Oops. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the script, and we're going to be doing Control X and putting them in update, but it will do the same thing, and it will probably bug out your PC as it will keep on doing the same thing over and over. So we're going to be doing an if statement. If statements require something that if that thing is actually if they find, so like if we want to check the cameras, it will set the current camera, which will be the camera that we'll be looking at, true, and setting the office camera false. And if it's not, we put the office camera active, and and the current camera false. Okay, so let's do if input dot get key down, no, dot get key, and now you'll be having to normally do like key code and space, for example, but we're going to be making one again serialized field private key code, open close camera, and we're going to use this one, open close camera. And remember to do a semicolon. I mean, no, don't add semicolons, but add the curly brackets. Let's do Control X and put it inside the if statement. But now, again, when we're going to be playing the game, wait, I forgot to assign the camera space, and just for safety, turn off the left wing corner camera. So now let's add it a bit to where we're going to be recognizing that we're not going to be in the left wing corner camera. As you can see, we're not, but when we hit space, we're now in the left wing corner cam. But if you press it again, nothing happens, and we want it to take you back. So now we're going to take it out again. We're going to take them out again and put them out for a bit, and you're going to see if and now we're going to be adding a new serialized field, private bool cam open, and it's defaulted in false. And so let's do cam open equals true. So if it's true, then we then we set it to false. Why are we doing this? And remember, only one equal sign this time is because we're pressing the open camera, and we're pressing the space key that opens or closes your camera, but we don't want it to stay open. So if it's open and we pressed it, which we're doing, then it will close, which will be then doing an if statement to see if it's false. You'll see the office camera, but if it's on, you'll see the current camera. How? We were just seeing. Also, I suggest that you separate stuff, so like by just adding a space if you want, and also you can do headers, then just making the brackets, the two no, not the inverted commas, the speaking marks, and name it whatever you want. I'm going to be naming them cameras because we will be having the cameras, and then another header, brackets, speech marks, and we're going to be writing open, and in this one you can have spaces, open or close, because these are going to be the stuff that handle opening and closing the cameras. So now let's do an else. So if the result is different, but just in case, let's do an else if statement. So cam open equals false, then cam open equals true. And like this. And like this, we have a system to see if it works. So now let's do Control X. If cam open equals true, we do that, else, and curly braces, this part will change them, so false and true. So now when we hit play, we're going to be in the office. When we hit space, we'll be in the left wing, and this time when we hit space again, we'll be in the office command. Don't hold it in place. Just for that, we'll be adding a small timer until you can use it, and it will be really small. So let's make a new header. And we'll call it timer. So we'll have a serialized field, private float. A float is basically a number that can have decimal places, and then int can't have decimal places. That's just a quick overview of floats and ints. We'll be going into a bit detail if or when we go into floats and ints. So call it min time to switch, because like that it will be better, and then just do the same private float max time to switch, and then just Control X. If min time to switch is less or equal to than max time to switch, then we turn it on. Else, we'll be removing min time to switch by time.delta time, which is basically time. So like it will go down. So if we make it let's make it 0.5. No. And also remember to add an F and only make it the maximum time, 0.5 F. Then in start, min time to switch equals max time to switch. And add that as well, because then it will always then do the glitching. Min time to switch equals max time to switch. Like that. And no, wait, I added it in the wrong script. Okay, so now hit space and it's a bit slower. Let's see if we change it. Wait, makes sense. It wasn't even on for some reason. It didn't get the defaults. So boom, 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 boom. Wait, no, here. Okay, one. Okay, so now, oh, I know what we have to do. No. Control X, control, copy that inside, and we have to paste it inside each of it, and then grab this and edit here. Grab this and add it here. Control S, put it in Unity, wait for it to load, and now okay, 0.1 is too much. Let's see 0.5. Okay, I have a feeling it's not really going to work. Yeah, it's not working. Maybe let's do something like very big. It's adding more glitches, so if you want to add it but then it doesn't really look good, you can keep it. I'm going to remove it. But that's like a quick welcome to time. We will be talking that in the video where we'll be adding the time system to the game. And remove that and remove all this. Yeah, and also remove the header. And now though, we only have one camera, so let's add the other one, which I'm going to be adding on in the hallway camera. Control D. Put it down in okay, I suggest you also don't move it while it's F. Oh wait, yeah, no wonder I can't see it. Boom, like this. No, not 90. Yeah, like this. Like this, and now if we see, it's good. Put it 30 down. No, not 104, 30. And put it up here. I'm quickly going to fix this thing because it's bugging me now. Yeah, and if you find issues in your map, I suggest you try and fix them as quickly as possible because they can get pretty out of hand. 2.5. But at the same time, like, don't really worry. It's only going to be for a bit like this until we have the episode where we work on it, on these. So close it and also change its name so you don't get confused. Remove the duplicate mark, and I'm going to be adding hallway. So now I'm going to save it and hit play. When I switch, we come to the corner, but when we click it again, it doesn't switch. But we want it to stay switching around even for the hallway. For now, the only way is we put current camera to that one, and when we hit it, we're there. And I also remembered what it was. It's not the switching that's the problem. It's the spacing that's the problem. So if you don't mind, rewrite it all. The headers and all, and at the same time we're here. and we'll be adding a way to switch through all the cameras. So timer, serialize field, private float, min time to switch, grab it, copy it, and just change it to max time to switch equals 0.5 f, min time to switch equals max time to switch. If min time to switch is smaller or equal to max time to switch, then we do this. Else min time minus equals time dot delta time. Also add in the min time equals max time to switch, like this. Now for the cameras we're going to be having an array which is like a list but that cannot be changed during the game, and it's very simple to make. You just need to write the object that the list will be made out of and add these two square brackets, and now it's an array, and let's call it cameras. Put a semicolon, and now let's do in this, when you hit space you close it, but now let's add a new header and call it switching cameras. Switch cam. Header, no, not header, serialize field, private key code, next cam, because for now we're not going to be dealing with UI. UI will be later on during the series, and also this will be good so we can have so if you don't want to stay clicking through the buttons, you can stay using the arrow keys, because that's what I'm going to be doing them. And next command, previous cam. So now go to the update, take this and copy it and just remove, wait, you need to put this out here and just remove these, and I'm going to make this as well. It really doesn't matter, but it's good to have it. So if, so in the if statement, write if input dot get key, and then we write next cam. We'll just do current camera equals, and put it in brackets, current camera, wait, we also need an int, serialize field, private int cam count, current cam count, because we will be using this. So now current cam count plus 1, and then you add in the percentage sign, cameras dot length. Oh yeah, I also forget camera and come on, which one? Oh dear, no, here. So like this, it will add it, but if it's bigger than the camera's dot length, it will restart. And now let's add another if input dot get key previous cam. Then we'll be doing current camera equals camera current camera minus minus. Oh yeah, wait. Just make it current camera. No? Oh yeah, cameras. Oh, current cam count. And add an if inside the if current cam count, on top of it we have to add the current cam count minus minus, so we remove 1 from it, is smaller, nope, than cameras dot length. Then current cam count equals 0, because all arrays start from 0. And if it's bigger than cam count, current cam count length, wait, no, because like this cameras dot lower bound, no, wait, wait, you can just write 0. If it's more than 0, just make it 0. Like this. And now, go back to Unity. Wait for it to compile. I'm going to be making it now. Right arrow next cam, left arrow back. Now, over here, we're going to be dragging the left wing corner camera, left wing hallway cam, and I'm going to be adding a new camera so we can test it in over here in no, not stage 5, in the kitchen. Okay, so copy it, rename it left wing kitchen cam F, no, focus on it, change its focal points and drag it over there. Now put it down, show it so you can see it. Make it look inside, nope. Oh, 270, no, 90, 180, oh wait, we have this wall is set back. That's what's like this. Okay, so now grab the camera, rotate it inwards, put the camera more inwards, and put it 30 downwards. And also always test it that if like it has some airware, it will look good when turning. I need to rename it, so I'm going to rename it kitchen, and now hit game manager, cameras, and close and set it to be active. So now, because it's get key, but if we add key down like this, it will only trigger once and not like 3 times. So change these two, Control S to save, hit play, and that is it. We have the camera system working perfectly. Oh wait, if previous camera is smaller, then put it to cameras dot length. And now when we hit play, space to go to the camera, kitchen, corner, hallway, corner, kitchen, hallway, cam, kitchen, kitchen. So when hitting, if it's yeah, because now when the current camera is when it's -1, wait, let negative or equals to -1. Let's try that one. Maybe let's see if we do it -1. So space to switch the cameras. It seemed to work. So now just fill. Now I would have told you to fill all the cameras, but first go on to Window, Animation, Animation, and put it over here where there's your console. And let's hit Create on one of the cameras, any camera. So hit wait, no. So go in the script, but go on in the assets, new folder, animations, new folder, camera, and make it and call it moving camera. We're going to be having like in 10 seconds it's going to have turned by 90, and then at 20 plus 180, and do Control C, no, Control C, Control V. So now turn off recording, turn it on, and hit play. you'll see it's going super fast. So do it seconds and scale it. I don't know, but I think these are the milliseconds. These are the seconds. So put this on 1 minute, I mean 1 second, and like that. And now it will take 2 seconds, but I think it will be better if we do it in 4 seconds, as it's still going kind of fast. So every 2 seconds it switches. Wait, and we'll do a whole second just still in place. So like this. $3.30 and 30. Oh no, 2:30. Cause like that it was going too fast. Yeah, and like that you have some breathing time for to look around. And like this now we have one the camera moving. Put it back, and now you see that it has an animator. Now go on window animation animator and put it up here this time, and you see that you have the moving camera. Select another camera and give it the animation. No, the animator. I'm going to be adding the last bit when we set it to true. We'll be adding current camera dot get component, so it's going to search the game object for a component called animator. Put in the brackets dot set ac dot okay, now we need to dot enabled equals true, and also before after we set it false we'll be adding also the thing false. Add these also to the next camera and previous camera. So like this, when you play, it will be or in the starting position of the like this. And like this you can see that they're all working, but obviously something looks wrong. Thanks for watching. Just all you have to do is now add all the remaining cameras, give them their own animation, and then in Game Manager edit in the camera and make it in the order you want it to look like. Have fun. Oh, and also set current camera to none, or just the first one that you're going to be having, which for me is going to be the left wing corner cam. Okay,